Unlock your potential today at skillbakery.com.
Now in this one, we'll be understanding React re-renders and Jotai. So in React, components re-render when props change, state changes, or apparent re-renders. Jotai provides fine-grained state updates, meaning only components using a specific atom will re-render when that atom changes. However, if an atom stores an entire object, updating any part of it will cause a re-render in all components that use it. So how we can avoid unnecessary re-renders? For example, over here in our cart, what we are doing is every time we are adding a product to it, and we update just one item, and every component using the cart item will re-render even if they don't need to. So the solution to this is using derived atoms to access only necessary data. So to optimize performance, we'll be creating separate atoms for specific pieces of state. Over here in our cartAtom.js, you'll notice that I created this selected cart item atom, which makes use of selectAtom, which comes from Jotai utils, and that's what we have imported. Now, when we make use of selectAtom, it allows us to subscribe to only a portion of an atom's state. Now in this case, it prevents unnecessary re-renders for individual cart items. So instead of re-rendering the entire cart, we'll subscribe to only the needed properties. Now once that's done, what we'll do is we'll create another file, and this time we're calling it as cartAtom.js. Now in this cartAtom.js, what we have done, we have moved certain functionalities specific to cart, like updating the quantity or removing items from the cart, and then displaying the added items in the cart. So here we are showing title, price, quantity, and then we have the functionality updating the quantity, either increasing or decreasing it, or removing the item altogether from the cart. And here you'll notice that we have imported selected cart item atom from state cart atom, and here we have that item with us, and then the set cart function is also there. If the item is not there at all, and will return null, otherwise we'll be rendering this information, and this particular component is now being used in our cart.js file. So here you can see that we now have imported cart item from cart item component. Rest of the stuff remains same over here. If you notice, like the clear cart functionality and the set cart functionality, item count, and total price of the cart. And here we are simply making use of the cart item component, which encapsulates the update quantity functionality. And now if we run this, you can see that we are getting our cart persisted from the local storage. And if I go ahead and add some items to it, that is also working fine. If I go ahead and increment the total cart value over here, you can see that it gets updated. If I go ahead and decrement it, the total items and total price gets updated accordingly. So what we have learned over here is how we can avoid unnecessary re-renders with derived atoms. We have used selectAtom to subscribe to only needed state, and we have optimized our shopping cart for better performance.
If you find the video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe.